Everybody, it's Nicole. Today is Sunday, and I apologize for not posting all week. It's been super busy for me. Plus, I had a procedure on Monday. So we'll just kind of get a couple of things out of the way. I'm still running my giveaway. It's $25 gift card to Ophire, a G Furls crochet hook, and then a mandala baby yarn cake by a Lion Brand. And then we just need to hit 1,115 subscribers, or like I call you guys, Ohana members. And so all you need to do, you don't have so if you are already a Ohana member, it's you are more than welcome to enter. I will put the links to everything in the description below, where you can see the hook along with where to enter. And then also, if you can hit subscribe if you're new here, that would be great. Hit the notification button and give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Comments super duper helps me out and gets me out there. I know that I missed pretty much the entire week because of a lot of things. So with that out of the way, I'm gonna put this out here just because this is something that not everybody likes to watch, and I totally get that. We do more than talk about this kind of stuff. I do unboxings with like mystery boxes, which are my favorite. I do resin live pours and or pre-records. I've actually finally gotten all my cubes here, although I need to put them together. I've got most of my molds, I've got the resin here, and then my stash is here. So now it's just a matter of putting the cubes together and then putting everything away. So I'm hoping that during this upcoming week I'll be able to do that, along with organizing the house a little bit more, because it's like just in complete and utter disarray. So, and in part that's because I've just been exhausted. So with that out of the way, I'm giving you guys a warning ahead of time. This video is going to be about talking about what's been going on with me, along with, just everything that I, like to put out there for those of you who may go through the same things or similar things that I go through as far as mental health or chronic pain, chronic illnesses. So if this is not a thing for you today, maybe it's later or whatever, or it's just not for you at all, I will not be offended if you decide you don't want to watch the video in its entirety. You are more than welcome to watch all my other videos that I have available. I try to create separate lists or playlists for videos like this. So if you don't like watching them, I think I labeled them video diaries, so that you can skip over them or whatever. Or if you're interested in watching all of them, I do have a playlist that is listed as all. I think I have like close to 300 videos or whatever. So it's a mishmash of different things that we talk about on this channel. I just kind of do stuff that I find that fulfills me, and hopefully that is also interesting to you, because the reason why I started the channel is, in reality, it's, I guess part of it is mainly for me to kind of talk about what I'm going through, because sometimes it gets really hard, and sometimes I feel like I'm a burden on my family and all of that stuff. So it's a way for me to vent and talk about how frustrated I am. And then also for those of you who may connect with that, to let you know that you are not alone. So again, that's what we're going to talk about in this video, to let you know what's been going on this past week and why I haven't posted anything since last week. Originally I was supposed to have a procedure done last week Friday for my overactive bladder. That got pushed to Monday because my doctor had a family emergency come up, so I had to get rescheduled to Monday. And then the intention was to have Thanksgiving week for myself, where I didn't have any doctor's appointments, no driving to OKC or anywhere, no going to doctor's offices, no getting poked, no blood drawn, no having to answer 5,000 questions about what's going on in the last 3 months and all that stuff. So I'm hoping that this coming week, with the exception obviously of the days that, you know, my husband has off, and I've, you know, made it a priority to, you know, say that those are the days that is for me and my family, that those are the days that I'm not necessarily going to post anything. So but this upcoming week, the week of Thanksgiving, my youngest doesn't have any school, so that was a perfect week for me to decide mom is going to take time off from going to the doctor. I have no appointments scheduled. So unfortunately, what I had to do was try to schedule all of my whatever appointments that I had during this last week, which is why I did not post anything. So I had surgery on Monday, and then, which was probably not a good idea, I went to my psychiatrist for a med check because I am being forced to be tapered off of my anxiety meds because my pain management doctor is saying that I can't take the same my pain meds while I'm on my anxiety meds. So we're working on that. It's been a rough go of things. So I had that appointment, and then which of course, even that, the drive is like 10-15 minutes away from the house. Exhausted, completely exhausted. And then Wednesday I had to go to OKC for a dentist appointment. That's like a 45-minute to an hour drive there and then back, and then the appointment is 3 hours because I go to the School of Dentistry at OU, and so that's why it's 3 hours. So I get a discount on the dental work. I mean, I still have to pay, but it's not as expensive as if I were to go to a private practice. But the downside is I have to drive to OKC to get any work done. So there was that. And then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday is my husband's days off. And so Thursday we finally signed papers to close. My husband, he had a job interview to get a promotion. And then, oh my God, we ran so many errands that day that by the end of the day, I was so pooped. I kid you not. I thought I was gonna drop to the floor. I knew I did too much, running around and all that stuff. And I knew that the whole entire week I was so exhausted. And it was because, you know, surgery along with everything else that's going on with me medically. Yeah, it was not a good idea what I've done this week, so I do not suggest it at all. And then Friday, we didn't really do all that much, but even just so we did a couple of errands. I did get most of the stuff that I needed for Thanksgiving dinner. I just need a couple of more things. But then Friday we ran a couple of errands, and my husband wanted to go back to our old place and pick up some more stuff, and that's why I managed to get my storage cubes and the rest or majority of like my molds, my resin molds and stuff. I still have some stuff, some of my resin molds and some other like random things there, but at least I have the cubes so I can get started on organizing everything and having that cleared out in some way, either in my room or in the living room. But at least it will not be a complete and utter mess in this, like, just this corner of the living room. But yeah, by the time we got to the house, I was like dragging, and we had only been out for a couple of hours. It was to the point where the kids were like, well, at least my youngest was like, you look like you're gonna drop to the floor. You need to go away. I will do this. So that's how that went. Um, yeah, I was not in good shape. And so I was like, yeah, I can't even, I was uncomfortable on the couch. I was uncomfortable just in the car. I was just uncomfortable and I was just tired. But I feel so bad because I was like on this roll of um, posting on a regular basis and then it just kind of stopped. And I always feel like there's like all of these like really great, like, let's, I'm going and going and going, and then something happens and then I stop. So, um, which is why I felt okay, we're gonna start today. I'm gonna do something easy with this update and everything. And then next week is gonna be a new week, and I will have a lot less to do because there won't be any doctor's appointments or whatever. We can do, I have some stuff that, well, I know I have a hobby order that I want to unbag. Um, and it's all mystery bags, all mystery bags. So I've been looking forward to doing that. And then I will also have time to fit in some organizing of my stuff, and I'll kind of show you guys how that's going, like putting my stash away, and then just cleaning up in general so that everything just doesn't look like I live in a sty. I don't, but it's just that's the way it feels. And then also with the new dog, it's been, he's a great dog. He's just really like exuberant. He has a lot of energy, but we do let him outside. He runs around and all that stuff. And the cats are still getting used to him, which is understandable. It's been about 2.5 weeks, I think. But we're getting there. And he's starting to listen a little better. Even though, he's 4 years old and he always looks for attention. So, but he's learning that he can't, do the jumping and all of that stuff too. So that's, we're teaching that, and we're kennel training him, and he's been doing a lot better with that as well. So yeah, that's what's been going on. But I do believe that it is super, super important for even you, if you deal with something similar that I do, and you feel like you should feel bad or whatever for wanting to take time for yourself, you shouldn't. That it's important to be like, I need to be able to sit and do nothing. And that's my plan, is to basically really not do much except for Thanksgiving Day. Sit and not do very much. And kind of just take things a lot slower because there won't be any taking, my son to school all week. So Thanksgiving vacation started essentially at the end of school day on Friday, and they'll go back to school, I think it's on the 2nd of next month. So I have a whole 9 days of just not much of anything. The upside is that with my husband getting so he went in for the interview for a promotion, and he got it. So he went on Thursday for the interview, and like literally it took one day for them to decide. And so yeah, he found out, I think it was on Friday, that he got the promotion, and I'm super excited for him because he so deserves it. He works so hard, and is that he's the guy that when you need something done, you ask him and he will do it. And when you need somebody to cover a shift, he's the one that does it. And he provides so much for this family, and I can't appreciate him any more than what I try to, by trying to do my part in this family sometimes, which is why sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough to be a part to contribute enough to this family. And I know that is in part because of the fact that I'm sick, and he says that I do plenty and that he doesn't expect any more than that. But I'm sure those of you who are in the same situation that I'm in, that there's always that kind of like niggling feeling in the back of your mind that like you should be doing more, and then you push yourself to do more, then you end up hurting yourself in the end, when you do more than you really should. And I think that's what no, I don't think, I know that's what happened this last week, that I did more than I really should have, because who goes to all of these appointments right after surgery? Yeah, nobody, just me. So it's been a rough last couple of days. So today has been just, because he's at work, and it's just me, the kids, and the two cats and the dog. I've been sitting on the couch just chilling out, and found a new whatever. And I'm like, okay, configuring in my head, okay, how am I gonna organize everything that I have. Maybe I need to move the craft desk back out to the living room, and if that makes more sense, then I'll ask for help on that. And that's the other thing too, is that I know I sometimes have to ask for help, and that sometimes I'm afraid to ask, because it's like I should be able to do this myself. But in reality, no, it's okay to ask for help. And that's the same thing that should be for anybody. I mean, if you're chronically ill or chronically in pain or just healthy in general, you should be able to just ask for help, period. So no matter your situation, you should always feel like it's okay to ask for help. So anyhow, so yeah, that's kind of what my message is for this upcoming week is, have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Don't overdo it on Thanksgiving Day. Spend time with your family if that's how you do things, whether it's just your immediate family like mine, or with your extended family, which used to be how we did it in Hawaii. It was my mom and my sister and kids and her husband, along with my cousin, their kids and their husbands. And there was like over like 15 to 20 of us at when I was there, when we would celebrate Thanksgiving and whatnot. And then now it's the four of us, and I'm completely fine with that. I do not mind at all. My husband told me that I'm cooking too much food for the four of us, but really it's so we're gonna do a roast chicken. We're not a turkey family, we're not really ham, so I'm gonna do a roasted chicken, and then I'm gonna make mashed potatoes, stuffing, which is my favorite side, some corn, and I'm gonna make biscuits. What else? Some gravy, and what else? Oh, and then I really want to pick up a pumpkin pie, even though my husband's like, you don't need to get a pumpkin pie. I'm like, well, everybody except me likes pumpkin pie. We can get a pumpkin pie, even if it's pre-made. And the nice thing is Walmart is really close by. It's like less than 10 minutes away from our house, like 5-minute drive. So we can swing by and pick up a pumpkin pie. And then maybe I'll make like a chocolate cake or something. But otherwise, I think the biggest thing that I have to make is the roasted chicken, and that's going to take the longest. So I plan on taking it out probably on Tuesday and letting it defrost in the refrigerator, and adding, my seasonings and whatnot to it. And everything else is pretty simple. Mashed potatoes, easy peasy. I like to make them with the skins on. Which reminds me, I need to get sour cream. My husband likes to have sour cream in his mashed potatoes. They make them taste super creamy along with the butter and milk. And then the stuffing gotta do stovetop. I know you probably are like, stovetop? Yeah, I love stovetop. I don't care what flavor it is, I love stovetop. And when we were in Hawaii, yeah, everybody loved stovetop stuffing. And then we don't do green bean casserole. I do not like green bean casserole. And then I'm gonna do Red Lobster biscuits. They're Cheddar Bay biscuits. So that's what I'm making for biscuits. Again, that's out of a box, and I really don't care. It's like, basically, I think I add cheese and butter to it, and maybe some milk. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's easy. Dump in a bowl, mix it up, put it on the pan, throw it in the oven. And the fun thing is that I recently got asked by Amazon to become a Vine reviewer, and so I am able to test out products that Amazon sells on their site and leave a review, for the manufacturer or the sellers or whatever it is. And so one of the things that I got that I really want to try for Thanksgiving is I got it maybe about a week ago. It's a silicone mat, and you plug it in and it will keep your food warm. So, and it won't like ruin your countertop or your tabletop or whatever. So, it's adjustable heat. So what will be nice is I will be able to test it out by, I can put my bowls and all that with the food in it and keep it warm. Because sometimes it's hard to make all the food and have them all come out of the oven all at the same time and it's hot. So I want to test out this and see if it works well. And if it does, I'm gonna give it to my mom because she loves to cook. She likes to entertain. I think she would love this particular item. And I got it in the color cream. And so yeah, and it's a large silicone mat. And you, like I said, you plug it into the wall. You can adjust the temperature to what you want it to, and then we'll see how it works. So that's what I'm going to test it out with for Thanksgiving dinner. So anyhow, it's been 22 minutes. I probably should stop jabbering. For those of you who stuck out to the end, I really appreciate it. I always appreciate those of you who watch my videos from beginning to end. That also helps with the algorithm. And again, thank you for those of you who have stuck with me from the very beginning. I know things have been up and down for me, especially since I've moved to Oklahoma. But things are moving in the right direction since, my husband got this, he got the job before we left. And then he got this promotion a little over a year after being on the job. He got 2 promotions. And now he is essentially like a couple of steps away from being like a supervisor or a lead. So I think that's pretty awesome. So anyhow, yeah, he's done a fabulous job. He's a great dad. He's a great husband and a great person in general. And I really appreciate him. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Probably tomorrow. I will do some fun unbagging of some mystery bags. It'll be a little bit longer video because I got so many. I got a little carried away. So hopefully you'll watch that video and hang out with me with that video with all the stuff that I got. So until tomorrow, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.